Alright, hello, welcome back. So something very interesting here. I started recording a couple games ago, and now I'm just having rotten luck. I went -6, -1 on my last two games. Not bad. I mean, we're playing with a good variety of people. We're getting some good experience in. But I was playing with someone earlier. I was playing with Nicholas earlier, and actually did some pretty good top 4 placements. But as soon as I hit that record button, we're in a pickle. So we're gonna hopefully turn that around here this game. So we have 3 normal. I do like playing 3 normal. I would like to do some stuff with normal, but it's a pretty complicated comp to run. If you play normal sound, you have pretty easy access with Igglybuff into like a sound portal. And if you hit Audino Miloetta, then you automatically have a pivot into sound that will just naturally have at least normal 3. Normal 5 is really easy to make with it. So that's something I'm pretty interested in playing. Don't really see anything that's telling me to go that, though. Okay, I am the biggest light hater in the world. But we kind of have some decent components to potentially do something with light this game. Let's see what our spot is. That's not a bad spot at all, actually. For like a backline unit. And light's been super popular. Okay, this guy's gonna go crazy. Yeah, it looks like I might be that guy this game. We'll see. He's holding Litwick and Pichu, but he's got so many water units too. I feel like they're gonna scout and see water free and then play that, right? So what are my options here? I mean, Firelight could be a thing. There's a couple of units that I can play around with that. And then just light in general. Okay, like what? Like there's field. There's a lot of options. Man. The stuff that I need is on the other side, unfortunately. We can grab this. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with light, and we'll see what we can pivot this into. So yeah, if I get Flareon, maybe we can do something with like a Numble or something later. We'll see. All right, so we got ran over here, which is to be expected because my front line's not really that strong yet. But we do have some pretty good units here. All right, let's see what gets added. We have Firestone available. It's pretty safe to add an Ekans to the game. If someone's playing Poison, they're gonna get it one way or the other. Oh, someone added Petalil. I wonder if they're actually gonna play it or not. That's a pretty dangerous unit. Alright, I'm not seeing Growlithe. But we can go ahead and... yeah, no, it's a good thing I didn't commit to that. I was thinking about Firestone Flaffy for 4, but then I would have to sell the Flaffy potentially. Alright, I mean, we did pretty good. It's wild with Evos, so it's... I mean, we don't really want to expect a win against that. We can also slam for power here as well, which might be a good idea. Looking at how our items are faring, I think we'll at least make an upgrade for now. And we'll see what units we get later. Again, I kind of want to play this. We have a field unit as well with light, so something like a field light comp is possible. And we made a Firestone as well, so we'll just have to wait and see. If we get Flareon, we honestly don't need the Flaffy in right now, if we could just hit that. Now, this is obviously a loss. This is firefighting with Monferno. Okay, there's the Eevee. So now we have Fire 4 Light 2. That's a little bit stronger. It's probably a bit of a better front line as well, but not by much. But this is Fire 4, so we'll take it. And maybe we can steal around from somebody. Somebody's open for it. But look, wait, no. They're not open for it. They just have no synergy. Okay, I was about to say. If someone's open for it, then that would be great. We haven't fought them yet, though. Alright, and here's the person that's just defaulting Light Pikachu. I'll happily take a win off of them. Oh, but they just blew up my board, so maybe we don't win against them. Yeah, no, we definitely don't win this. Wow. Yeah, it's 3 electric, so the extra auto attacks. We don't want to add either of these for free. So I think that we'll go ahead with the Glimmet. We'll just take that for now. We're at 48. It's probably best to just get another unit in. Make our lives a little bit easier. We also have Magby, which we can add for Human 2. And we get access to Payday, which could be good, could be bad. I think that in our specific situation, it's not the best. I don't think we really necessarily want to try and itemize for Payday. We really just want the sustain to keep us in the game for now. We don't want to lose too much HP. We're going to hit 50 next round anyways, so... overall, not too bad for early rounds. Could have been better. I'll go ahead and move Flareon over. We just gotta think of a game plan. We do have access to light units, so we might be able to get like a little light pivot in. We have some okay components here. We can make Stardust or Green Orb. It's both pretty good defensive items. It just depends on what we end up trying to build around. And with Flareon being both fire and field, we could potentially run some field units. There's 2 others that we can throw in for fire. In Litten and Numel. Maybe we can itemize around them. Maybe we can try that today. Let's take a look. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to see like standard items at this elo bracket. I'll have to wait and take a bit of a closer look. Alright, there's a fire and light portal. That's perfect. That's perfect for the synergies that we have. I mean, you're a temporary unit, but Human 2. So we'll go ahead and get the Evo. There's Rotom. And Heatmore might be perfect. Because it's also Fire Field. Yeah, we might be able to get something going here. Okay, whoops. Alright, so we can just... Okay, no, you're light, though. Yeah, Field 3. There we go. And then... I can go Stardust for now. Stardust Green Orb? Not a bad combo of items. And then we can keep Lampit in the back with the ranged item. Now, the question is, how are you going to play these melee units? Well, this is actually a really good question. How am I going to play these melee units? Litten can dive backline, but it'll be doing so by itself, so we're probably not going to get too much out of it as a carry. In terms of field units, there really aren't any ranged ones that I can take advantage of, are there? They're kind of a melee class. So perhaps Entei. If we can get an Entei, it would be fine to just have him here and then move up. And in terms of items, upgrade's just generally good for fire. But if I could go like upgrade, Soul Dew, and then like a wide lens on Numel, I mean that could be pretty strong in the long term. We also could just keep itemizing the Heatmore as the tank. Alright, so that's a level up. We can put in another fire. And honestly, we can just go 6 fire here, cut the light a little bit because it's not going to be that strong for us right now. Payday's useless. I'm not even going to bother. It's not what we want. hold on to you for field. Well, we just lost field 3 doing this, but I think 6 fire might be a little stronger than field 3 right now. Especially because Heatmore is not gonna die, and neither really would the Flaffy. So the power that we're gonna get out of it really would be diminished. But yeah, we're just gonna have Heatmore tank through as much as it can. We broke through what seems to be the majority of the damage. There's also Cyndaquil. If we get Cyndaquil, that's another fire field unit. There's so many fire field units now that I think about it. There are so many of them. Alright, so let's carry on that experiment then. This would be the best level to find it. I'm like halfway through to level 7, so I think we're good here. They also left the magnets open, so now we can make a muscle band. And just have Heatmore be a general tank for the rest of the game. And then try and use light in our field add. I don't know if we're going to fire 8. If we go to fire 8, we probably won't need the light, but we'll see. I want to try. I like trying to at least make it a little bit more diverse than that. So there's not really much to do. We're just gonna have to sit around here and wait. Keep our EXP up. Make sure we stay above 50 gold, and then just slowly play the game out from there. I think that's I think it's an okay 3-item for Heatmore. Obviously, something like a Shelba would help it individually, but Green Orb is gonna keep Flareon alive a little bit more as well. I think it's just situational, whatever that 3rd item's gonna be, but we definitely have enough to tank through these comps, and Lampent is still doing a lot of damage, keeping up with Heatmore, which is way more than we could ask from a 1 cost that's only 2-star. Okay, I'm just gonna grab the Flaffy, the Mareep. I'm just gonna grab it. I'm not expecting much from it, and we'll roll this round for Cyndaquil, see if we can find it. I'll grab some 2 costs to try and thin the pool a little bit, because they're gonna be the most common here. And looks like we're not going to hit it. Okay. We'll probably transition out of Blight a little bit. We have access to Shinx. We'll have to see. It's too early. I think it's too early to say if we're gonna be transitioning out of Light or if we're gonna be able to use it. Because we already have it with Flareon. And that's 3 different field units that can use it, so I necessarily don't need the Litwick. We could just put Flaffy in, but the thing is, it's probably better... Let's see, that temporary Charmeleon's not the worst situation I could run into here. It'll probably be better to just have the Lampetin for now, and then not have to sell another unit to get the upgrade back. There's also not really that many good item holders for the upgrade either, unfortunately. But at the very least, we're stable. 67 HP. That was our first loss in a few rounds, and now we have the Mewtwo round, so that's more time to stall. I'll go ahead and drop below so that I can level up on this round. And then we'll look to build up again from there. And I'll just hold every Mareep I see this game. Okay, Twisted Spoon. Soldew. There's gotta be a better... But, I mean, look at these items and tell me that there's a better item here. Black Glasses, this late into the game, is a little sketchy. There's nothing in particular that I need it for. I mean, there is someone with Ghost too, but they're playing light as well, so they're not really going to go that deep with it. And then on this level up, we can add our Flaffy back in. So now we're at light 3, so that's PP per second. And now we're going to die to Fighting Fire, because that's just what you do. You die to Fighting and Fire. Wait, Infernape's dead though. Infernape died really quick there. And we do have the burn damage, and the sun is out. And this is a fighting comp and not a fire comp, so we actually had an advantage going into that. And in terms of my gold, we're gonna not worry too much about it. I think we want to find... Okay, hello Ditto. Magpar's really strong, but I know I'm gonna get rid of it later. That's the thing. I'm having no luck seeing Cyndaquil, but we find something even better. Alright, so we'll lock the board there. I need to confirm what my job for work is tomorrow, so I'm gonna open up another tab over here. And we fight the other light. We get through it pretty easily. Oh, but the ghost dodge! The ghost dodge! Ooh, that was close. We almost lost to the ghost dodge. Alright, I mean, we really need to put this gold to use. I can't sit here and wait to see whether or not we hit the Cyndaquil. I mean, what's my ideal here, you know? I'm in a really weird spot. I am in a very weird spot here. We need to make sure that we have a portal that gives Numble too. That's a little scary. I think I'll Soul Do here, because I don't see this becoming anything better. We can swap Flaffy out for now with the Shinx. And we do want to keep the Flaffy so we can like transition into a potential light field later. Alright, I think we can. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. I was literally just about to say I think we can handle this comp, but just look at the brutalization that's going on your screen right now. That's pretty good. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna keep low. I feel like this is way too easy of a game. Like the way forward here is just a little too cut and paste, right? I just put in some EXP, maybe getting a reroll, and we just keep going. But that's the sign of a good comp. And I'm not gonna say that I made a good comp here. I think that we got lucky. We definitely got lucky, and we are playing light, which I keep seeing it every single game. I think light's good this patch, guys. It might just be good this patch. I see it all the time. We just beat a rock comp, I see, so that's pretty cool. But in top 4 we have the electric light guy, and we have the firefighting guy, which these are I mean, outside of the rock kind of overperforming here. It's got fossil attached. Fossil's definitely always good. But outside of that, this is basically what I see in my games right now. A lot of firefighting, a lot of electric light, and then, I mean, sound is always a nice comp if you can get it off right. And then dark, wild, I think is always consistent this patch. I mean, I've been playing a lot of games, so this is just what I'm seeing and what's working against me specifically. And I'm obviously nowhere close to the greatest player. If we get Entei here, we're good. And if we don't get Entei, we're probably still okay. Because at the very least, we can keep a Fire 6, Fire 7, Fire 8 by hitting Cyndaquil and the other two. And then we can just replace the Flaffy. But Flaffy has light, so does Shinx. It would be nice to get both of them in. So we're really hoping for an Entei here. And then we're just going to keep going from there. I mean, the other option would be Ho-Oh with light. Because then that would be another easy way to replace Flaffy. I'm just surprised that Litwit's gotten us this far. Off the back of Heatmore Frontline. And we do have Flareon as well, which is just buffing our stats. And Fire is a very AD heavy comp. It's down to this. We only have one fire on every portal, and I see one field. So we're just gonna have to go ahead, take the firefighting portal, and hope for Entei. I think that's the only way we can go about it, unfortunately. Ooh, we don't hit, but we get something that can sit in the light. Volcanion is a beast. And honestly, it's probably for the best. That's what we hit. I think we just go ahead and Pokémon Shinx. It's going to be our strongest unit going into the end phase of the game. We can go ahead and put this in. And we desperately want to see our fire field. Numble's got to be in this volcano biome, right? So we're now looking. We do hit Litten. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. We now have 5 field. And from here, we're just going to start slotting them out. If we can get breaks in out, then we'll be able to put in... Oh, wait. Okay, no. We're at 8. We're good. I want to make sure we didn't miss anything there. We can get the field 6 very easily with Numble before we even level up. And so depending on how these next rounds go, there is a chance that I need to do some rolling before we go to 9, but it looks like Volcanion's doing its thing. I don't know about you guys, but it looks like Volcanion's doing its thing. This is pretty good. And again, we get the extra PP with Light 3, so it's fairly strong, and then 4 and 5 are kind of useless with this setup. I don't think I need 4 or 5 because there's no more like damage stat bonuses, and revive isn't really that viable here either, right? Because if it needs to revive, chances are we already lost a round. And there's our Cyndaquil. We can put in field 6. So now the question that we have to ask: what are we getting for field 6? Well, Heatmore is going to stay alive pretty well, probably more than Litten, even more than Shinx, probably even more than Flaffy. It'll stay alive. Cyndaquil, if we move over here, maybe it'll die too. We do just want to kill these guys over here. So yeah, Litten's just gone. So that's an attack speed buff. And then Shinx is also here as well. Shinx and Flareon are here as well. Every time that Flareon ults, we're going to get more AD. We are playing fire, so every time Volcanion attacks, it gets more AD. So even though it's not the field unit that we wanted, we're still going to get really good benefits on some of our other units. And I mean, it's just the best we can do in this situation, right? So we can go ahead and sell that. Okay. Let's see. Maybe a third Volcanion item would be the best here. I just don't see one. We can go Gracidea Flower. Okay, they took that. I don't think my units have the best defense for this, but we're gonna go ahead and grab the Power Lens. Power Lens is gonna be pretty good into light. It's not gonna be good into rock, but it will be good into light. It will not be good into this either. Won't be good into dark. It'll be good into ice for the remaining of the time that ice is in there. It'll be pretty good against this too. Let's see. Again, Shinx is kind of the best holder right now. It has really high special compared to the rest of my team. Alright. We're getting dived by dark. But, field, attack speed. Flareon's still giving us AD. And Heatmore is ready. Heatmore's ready. Come on, Heatmore. Let's go. And just like that, Heatmore lets his whole team die, activates field 6 buff to its fullest extent, gets all the healing and attack speed, and then just finishes the round for us anyways. And Ursaluna is almost out. I'm getting excited now, guys. This is a pretty good game. Alright, we got 2 Litten. I don't think I want to Ditto the Litten because 3 Shinx makes a Luxio, and that's an Ultra unit. And Litten's kind of just a sacrifice here, right? We want to sacrifice Litten to the rest of our team, so that Heatmore and Flareon can flourish. Oh, and also Shinx. Now, Fire 8 would be great here, right? We get the extra attack, each auto, and then we'll also get the Fire Shard. We have 67 HP. So, there is a world where I swap out for Fire 8 for a few rounds, and then just give my unit stats, but is it necessary? You know? Is it really necessary? Alright, let's see how we do. Volcanion managed to escape death for the time being. It goes ahead and nukes the Raichu, And we have just enough to beat the other light player. Volcanion surviving there was really important. Fluffy Tail would probably come in handy for the rest of this match because we're seeing a lot of ghost buffs. Ice buffs are still in the game. And I don't know if we're going to keep winning against that Rock Fossil guy or not. Alright. We're also level 9. This is the most stable comp I have made all day. I've barely touched up on the comp round to round this game. Oh wait, did he die? Okay, the ice guy died. We're in top 4. Alright, firefighting, electric, light with Raichu. He actually has the same exact spot as me, doesn't he? Yeah. And, rock fossil. Oh man, this could go any kind of way, huh? This is a lot of damage just coming out, and then a lot of defensive stats from the firefighting comp, which is now almost a pure fighting comp. Okay, so there's White Lens, Shell Bell, and Power Lens. I don't think I want another Power Lens in this matchup. We can go Shell Bell. We can go Shell Bell on Shinx. It's not the worst item, right? Let's go ahead and level up to 9. And now might be a good time to just dump a lot of gold. We hit the Torracat. I'll go down to 20 for now. Okay, wait, no. Hold on. We have to go deeper, right? We gotta go deeper. Because there's some Evos that we're missing, and some units that we can switch out. There's Numel. It took all of our gold, but we found Numel. So now we're gonna sell all this extra stuff we don't need. How's the matchup going? It looks like this is a much better matchup for him now at this stage of the game than it was before, which is what I was worried about. This might be the guy that topples me for sure. Alright, we still have 28 gold. We finally hit Numel. We can try... I guess we could try and field 9 here, right? I think we try to field 9 here. Because our 3 light units that we have currently... Alright, hold on. Boop. Field 7. Field 8. Yeah, field 7. Field 8. It's a little tricky. We will do this for the Camerupt. Camurupt's gonna be pretty strong. Oh, and then just like that we hit Shinx. Oh, brother. Alright, there's Quilava. Let me watch for another field unit, try and figure out how I'm gonna play it. Alright, so I think we just fought the fighting comp because it's just gone. I only see a Timber left. Just a Timber left. I am gonna keep rolling. Just because I want to use the opportunity to think about what Field 9 would look like with this team. Because Heatmore's field, so that doesn't have to go. Volcanion, I think, is a problem. So yeah, this is probably the gap. Ooh, they left the muscle band open. We'll take that. That's probably the cap for our team, honestly. Because with Volcanion in, we can't ever truly hit 9 field. So I should be looking for a light 4 unit, I think. I think we're looking for light 4 unit, right? We have Luxio. We have field 6. We technically don't need this unit. And we don't really need that unit either. But there's no other fire light unit, so we'll probably just put in light 4. Increase the defense against the light matchup. And then I'll have to figure something out for the fossil matchup then, right? I mean, hopefully we're not still losing to the light matchup after all this prep that we've done this game. Yeah, now we have Camerupt absolutely erupting all over the field. Yeah, giving Volcanion some special defense honestly wouldn't be bad. Because Raichu is going to take me out in the back half of this fight. Alright, we're increasing our attack by so much right now. What are we at? 79 attack. If you're losing with 79 attack, something's wrong. Right? Alright, we'll hold this round. It's a PvE round anyways. Not even gonna bother with that. Let's see, a third Volcanion item would be cool. Psychic. Psychic. Oh, well that's not what I want to do. Psychic. Making a psychic type is a pretty decent buff, right? Let's see, how much is it? It's not gonna tell me unless I do it all. Alright. Yeah, an extra 50. Is that 50 or? Yeah, 50 AP just for the first buff, huh? We'll do that. And then we have Payday, which is useless to me. Alright. So now we want Duocean in that case, right? Baltoy adds ground synergy. We have 50 HP to play with. We have all day. We can keep going. Okay, it looks like we tilted the scales on the ground matchup. Too bad that was not an actual round between us, or else we would have been able to deal nice damage. And it looks like the light player is losing to the fossil player. But Raichu is still basically alive, Rotom is still throwing attacks out, so it's anyone's game. It's coming down to the last two. Unique and Legendary versus early game carry. And Light just barely takes it, which is what we like to see, because I feel pretty confident in this matchup. The scary thing though is this guy's got 4 Dittos on his board, but no one should have gold at this late in the game. Alright, so we actually now also have ground buff, which is huge. We'll keep rolling. Oh, there's another Baltoy. We can make a Claydol for power. Claydol for power, please. Thank you. Alright, and Confusion's a really good stat to have at this stage of the game as well, especially versus monsters. Alright, we're fighting Light again. Again, our comp should only be getting stronger at this point, as now Camerupt even has the ground buff going on him. On top of everything else that's going on, Volcanion is now a Psychic type, shooting out plus 50 more AP on his ultimate. That's 260 AP with the current Soul Dew count, since we're investing so much in AP. And just like that, we actually did it. This comp won us the game. Awesome. So I mean, Field, Light, like these traits are really strong right now. Fire 6, I mean Fire 4 minimum I usually play, but Fire 6, that's a good additional. And just the amount of fire types here that are also field units is incredible. So overall, really fun game. First win in ages, as we're now tryharding, sweating, trying our best to get better at different comps. And GG guys, GG's. We are now one game away from being back at 1200 rating, and then we can start working towards 1250. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I hope you take care.